So today I'm talking about top tips for saying no. Now, hi Gillian, why do we have such a problem with saying no? Why do we find it so hard? What about that guy in Vicar of Dibley who says, no, 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 yes. Even he can't stick with saying no. He doesn't have a problem saying it, but he actually says yes at the end. Hi Fiona, good to see you. And we just struggle, don't we? And it's all for good reasons deep down, because we're caring, we're kind, we don't want to upset people, we don't want to make people feel bad. So we say yes when someone presents us with a piece of cake that we don't really want, or we say yes to taking on an extra task at church because we don't want to. Hi Rachel, good to see you. Yes, welcome, start of Advent. So we don't want to offend people, and that's primarily why we keep saying yes so much. We don't want to hurt people and their feelings. And of course we don't want to, but it's really, really important to look after yourself and be true to yourself. And as I'm sure you've heard before, if you're on an aeroplane and a massive worst case scenario, the oxygen is running out, then we're always told, put your face mask on before you help others around you. And that might seem a bit strange, but actually you can't help anyone if you're not breathing. And the same, hello Catherine, and the same is true in this area. You can't help people unless you're living, breathing and being your true self, your true authentic self, breathing and living the way you're meant to be, and then you can properly serve people. So it's really important actually to not keep saying yes to things, but to stop, take stock and say no sometimes. So we're looking at a wide range of things here that obviously impact on our physical, spiritual and emotional health. So it could be saying no to taking an extra biscuit, or saying no to some homemade cake that someone's offered you, or it could be a case of saying no to taking on some ministry at church or some extra work, or whatever it might mean for you that you know you're not very good at saying no at. So I just want to give you 5 tips to help you to learn to say no, because it is really, really important. So work out first what you truly want, because of course if you do want that piece of cake, or you're completely happy to help with something at church, then go for it. There's no things that are right or wrong here. But if your inside is screaming out, no, no, I really don't want that, but yet you say yes, then that's something that you need to look at. So work it out, what it is you truly, truly want deep inside of you, and go with that. Okay, number 2 is remember that people will get over it. Whatever your decision, they'll get over it. So it might be an awkward few seconds when your Auntie Mabel has made a chocolate cake because she knows you're coming and she wants you to have a massive slice, and you might say, I'm really sorry, but I don't fancy any at the moment. Could I take some home, please? And that might be a little bit awkward. She might like to watch you eat some, but actually the moment will pass. It'll be awkward for a few seconds and then conversation will move on. And similarly, you might find yourself in a bit of an awkward position where you have to send an email or make a phone call to say no to something. But the awkwardness only lasts for a little amount of time, and then people quickly move on. And not only do they move on, but they find different solutions and different distractions and things, and maybe a better solution, and maybe a chance for someone else to do something. So don't always feel that you're letting people down because they move on quickly, and it gives a chance for other people to get involved and other solutions to be found. Number 3 is practice being truly you, and the more you will be you and the more you will become, and then you will be stronger. So be undivided, be completely who you are in the small things, and then when bigger things come along, you will be in a stronger position to say no to things that aren't right. So practicing those small little things like an extra biscuit, or sitting down instead of going for a walk, or that homemade quiche or whatever it is. Practice saying no in the small things, and then when bigger things come along and you're more yourself, you'll be more able to say no then. The fourth thing is tell the truth. So you don't need to make some kind of elaborate story or reason why you don't want to do something or why you don't want something. Tell the truth. Say something like, I'm full, thank you. Or sugar really doesn't make me feel very good. Or could I just have a small slice and take some home for later? Or you know what you asked me to do, I've been thinking about it and praying about it, but it just doesn't sit right with me. And I really believe I'm not the right person to be doing the task, but I really pray that you'll find the right person. Okay, so tell the truth. You don't have to develop these elaborate stories, just tell the truth. And as I mentioned before, people will move on and move forward. Okay, and number 5 is, okay, so you feel like you're saying no to things and you're missing out on things and you feel a bit bad, but what can you say yes to? Think of the positives. So you're saying no to a piece of cake, but what are you saying yes to? A healthy lunch, a walk, a healthier lifestyle. Think of those things and set your mind on those things. You're saying no to leading the Sunday school at church. It just doesn't sit right with you. It's not your passion. But what are you saying yes to? You're not saying no. You're not a kind of person who's saying, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want that. You're a kind of person who's saying yes to the right things so that you can be more yourself, truly you, undivided, breathing freely, healthy, whole and free to serve in the way that you're meant to be serving and live in the way that you're meant to be living. So don't be frightened to say no and just make sure you say yes when you're meant to be saying yes. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Let me know what struck you there, what you're going to move forward with. So just a recap, work out what you truly want. Remember, people will get over it. Practice being truly you, and the stronger you'll become. Tell the truth and go off and do those positive things. Okay, lovely to see you all. Give me a like, type in the comments what you got from that, and I'll see you all soon. Oh, and don't forget Jen Baker, an evening with Fitfish and Jen Baker on Friday, December the 11th. It will be wonderful to see you there. I'll put the link below and I hope to see you there. Take care. Bye.